Dark Legion.
Exit made this.
I was down bad. When mommy told me that
totally wipe out Wellington's sewage system, but also in terms of water insecurity that we might face with a changing climate. So the current sewage system is very water intensive and it contaminates a large amount of potable water. And the pressure on the system is only going to get worse in the coming years and decades. So composting toilets, which are sometimes called dry toilets as well, they don't use water at all. So this means they can function well in a disaster scenario where the water infrastructure might be damaged, and also they can help preserve water in times of water scarcity and save that water for essential and how that can work properly. There are also tikanga issues as well around how and where to dispose of the compost. And there's also public perception that it's just a little bit gross to deal with your own waste.
A part of a big drive to actually start to transition the way that we deal with waste, and it had to happen. But just remembering that this is part of a much bigger story around resource recovery at the southern landfill rather than it being a dump, and dealing with our organics. And there is money in there for business cases, Councillor Condi, $400,000 worth of business cases to look at how we deal with organics and how we transition to having a resource recovery centre. The 2017 plan was mentioned today. Look, it was a good start, but obviously the thinking has changed and we were acting regionally. Also, we are somewhat
better on this going forward. We can't change what number was put in the long-term plan 3 years ago. That was done, but we can change how we operate going forward. And that this is the first project that the Wellington Water are now using their new cost modelling framework for us so that they can give us a really clear indication about where the project is at and what the price is. And the best way I can think to explain this to people is really around, we were extending a house. So if you're building a house, you go to the architect and you say, I want to build a house, how much it's going to cost? The architect says, I don't know, how big a house do you want to build? And he says, I don't know yet. Then it's kind of hard for the architect to give you a clear idea about how much a house is going to cost. It's like, and just have a little rant about costs for a while. Kia ora.
Kia ora. So under Standing Order 20.3, we have had more than 3...
I was down